Let's see. Let me find it
Oh
up
my
here.
gosh, and we're on time.
Go.
I bet it didn't go to the live that we thought it was going to go to the live. Because it's 0. We were a bunch in that chat. I'm going to get my little pictures up.
We've got a few people in the chat already.
Oh, you can see them? Okay. You know better than me.
Yeah, I've got you the main screen on another screen over here, so I can see the actual broadcast. And you got a lot. We got the new Kelsey Weaver. She's new.
You ever
She
seen
was
Kelsey before?
she was in that Zoom on Tuesday when Kim had her meltdown.
Okay, so we're not. Are we on this live though?
No, we're not on yet. Not
hi. Hi. Hi, we finally got it figured out.
There we go.
Send everybody over to this one. Okay, new live up because I'm challenged. Challenged. Okay. Natalie, are you still on vacay? Still on vacation? Ashley.
Hey, Ashley.
Let me get my little Google Drives up here. Melissa.
Melissa's there.
I think the live I posted is not the live that we went on, but it's all good.
Yeah, they'll get on over.
I'll figure my life out sooner or later.
If we build it, they will come.
Amy.
There's Amy. Yeah, they're all finding it.
They're coming over. So tonight we're going to talk about how to go to Elvis Week and not lose your entire wallet, and how to do cool stuff that's not EPE affiliated. Not that I have anything against EPE, but as we know, hi Deborah, it can break the bank sometimes. You know, we all don't have $1,200 to take a tour, but no disrespect to those who do. I hope everyone's financially enough to do that stuff. So typically what we do is we kind of take sections of Memphis. So Lauderdale Courts is a great example. And they're on Facebook. And you all can take notes on this or go back and watch to reference it. They don't announce their tours till like the week before Elvis Week. So you got to kind of time when you call them. And I think the tours are $14 for Lauderdale Courts. My mom's really sick.
Only $14?
Yeah. Ashley, I'm so sorry. We'll pray for your mom for sure. So we'll get into places to stay as well. Most places are not going to start taking bookings until January. So I'm seeing a lot of people go, oh my God, everything's booked. They're not even allowing you to book this far out. The only place that's going to be booking ahead of time is the guest house. And that's for people who are founders. And then the insiders and the people who have stayed there the last 2 years for Elvis Week get like a inside, I guess, early booking. But I don't have guest house money. So maybe I will by then. I don't know. I should never say never.
I have outhouse money, but I don't have guest house money.
I have Holiday Inn money. Yeah. Sometimes the Hilton. I don't know. It just depends how business is going. But yeah, and the guest house has given everybody completely different answers about when they can book. So I would give them till like mid-October and call back. They were going to start taking bookings on August 15th, but then they extended that idea and they were like, this is a horrible idea. It's too much. Was trying to check everybody out and then trying to take new reservations. So Lauderdale Courts is, and it's called something else now. I've been to Graceland and E-Week, but never big. Oh, the 15th is going to be so fun. I've been to all of the major ones and it is, it's just so fun. Lauderdale Courts is called something else now. I think it's like 185 Winchester.
Yeah. What was
that? What is it called? It's called Uptown Square.
Oh.
And I'll make a post and put like all these tidbits in there with like the phone numbers to call and all of that. So last year was $14 and you get the full tour. You can put your lipstick on. I definitely will because lipstick is apparently my thing. And I will kiss, you can kiss the wall and you can like lay on the bed. A fun tip about Lauderdale Courts: the living room, the couch, and the rug was at some property. They're not sure, but at some property the Presleys lived at some point, and Lisa donated that furniture.
Wow.
So that's really cool. She was not the lipstick. She was friends with one of the property managers in years gone by. And so she wanted to donate something that was from them, which I thought was really awesome. You can also rent Lauderdale Courts for overnight, but I don't think they let you do it during Elvis week. And it's not real expensive.
I can imagine the demands for that during Elvis week.
And they say there's some like haunted stuff that goes on there too. So I kind of want to stay there, but so not by myself. While you're down there, Sun Studios is $20. Now I've gotten different. Lauderdale, is it wheelchair accessible? That's a really good question. I will find out. I know they have elevators, but I think it has to be because people live there currently.
If it's if it's inhabited, ADA requires that it has to be.
Yeah. So Sun Studio, I've got two different. A Memphis tour guide told me that if you go 3 times, you get in for free. After that, then Sun Studio says no. So we don't know. But they're $20 to tour Sun Studios. So right there, you're $34 and 2 very historic places in Elvis's life. Defining Elvis's life. Yeah. While you're down there, you're gonna get hungry, so you need to eat at the arcade. Elvis had breakfast there. There's an Elvis booth you can. Sun is a must see. That's like holy ground. Elvis ate breakfast at the arcade. You can sit in the booth he sat in, and the food. Rick, I'm gonna send you pictures of the food. Like, it's to die, and it's so good. Like, it's so good.
I saw a lot of pictures from people for that. Oh my God.
And the portions are huge, so you can literally split a plate with somebody because they give you so much food. The Peabody is another, you can go in for free. Famously, Elvis went to prom in the Continental Room, and didn't he get his bonus for RCA at the Peabody? November 55. And I think a copy of the contract in there. You can see the ducks. There's some great pictures of Elvis online, I think from Lloyd Shearer on the 6th floor of the Peabody in a room. He doesn't have a shirt on, so that's bonus points for that. And I'm not sure what room it is, but we could probably find out if it's even the same room layout or same numbers. Also, while you're down there, you can tour the Memphian, where Elvis rented out the movies all night long and got into shenanigans. And that tour is $20. So with food, if you get a $20 plate, and you're still under $100, and you've done all these things that are Elvis related.
That's some reasonable pricing right there.
Very reasonable. Not everything has to be,
Right.
It's cool to do the EPE stuff, and I'm not bashing it because I've done it, but there's a lot of cool places around town as well.
Yeah.
Another place is Jimmy's Barbershop. Those famous pictures, I was hoping to get my pictures up. The famous pictures of Elvis getting his hair cut, I think it's July 55. It's no longer there, but it's next to the Orpheum. So if you're standing in front of the Orpheum Theater, it's right there to your left. It's not crazy. Like, I am not rich by any means. I mean, I'm not destitute, obviously, but it's doable.
Yeah, you get into some of all the extra things that they have, the different events for the different packages, then you really start getting into the money. So it's just a matter of what you got to pick and choose. Unless you win the lottery, most people aren't going to do everything.
Right, exactly. Yeah, if you're smart, you can make it affordable. Yeah, you absolutely can. And even down to the house, I think it's $81. You can get a AAA discount for like $6. But also, if you have insiders, which is $25 for the year, you get 1 tour and 1 half off. So then, you and a friend could do that, split the difference, and then the tours are not as much. There's all these little ways you can kind of finagle things. What else is downtown? The Civil Rights Museum. Everybody has to see that. I firmly believe that if Elvis was still here, he would be a big proponent of the Civil Rights Museum. What about transportation to all of those sites? Tracy, that's a good question. So a lot of times, depending on where you stay, like I know the Holiday Inn does a shuttle downtown, and then you tell them about what time you will be finished, and they'll come back and get you. The guest house also does a shuttle downtown, or there's always like Uber. But most of your hotels are going to take you back and forth where you want to go. It is a vacation and experience and a memory. For sure.
There's a lot, after you and Vangelo were showing me what there's so much more there than I was there. It just seems like there's well, first of all, there's no way you can do it in one day like I did the first few times I went.
You're not.
And now it's like a 3, 4, 5 day event, and you still aren't going to cover everything.
No, it's impossible to cover it all. I mean,
But that's a good thing.
even the complex across the street is a good day in itself. Like we didn't even get to see all of it this time, and we weren't really that busy. Maxie, it is an addiction. Like once you go to an Elvis week, you want to keep going to an Elvis week. Like it's just you can't describe it. Like it's like how we all talk on these lives and we're surrounded by everybody that loves Elvis. It's that in person. And it's just you're just surrounded by like love and goodness and Elvisness. And it's magical. Just thinking about it gives me chills. Yeah. I'm trying to think what else is downtown that's Elvis wise. Audubon on your way back across town. You can stop and get outside and be respectful at Audubon because that's still a neighborhood that people live, but no one lives in the house currently. But you can just stand outside the gate and get pictures, and that is $0. If you're on the morbid side, like I am on the morbid side, you can go past Forest Hill, and you can go into the mausoleum and kind of creep around there.
You can go into it?
During Elvis week, they have it unlocked, I think, until 2 o'clock every day. And I've had some people I know that have gone there at night and have gotten in.
That would put chills
I
on
don't know if I'm that brave, but listen, when they went in at nighttime, there were candles burning at his spot where he was. And I was like who left it? Yeah, that'd be a little creepy. And then you can still see where Gladys was buried. And then I believe Delta's there. And there's a lot of other, well-known people from around Elvis in that cemetery. It just takes a while. I think, is Mark James there?
Oh, that's a good point.
He has a huge, I think he has a huge mausoleum type of thing there. Let me double check that.
I'm checking it right now.
I mean, if you can pull up the picture, it is like freaking humongoid.
He's buried at Memorial Park Cemetery.
Oh, okay. So you have to go over to another one. But yeah, he's got a really cool looking crypt.
Yeah, really cool. See if they show.
Yeah, the mausoleum is really sad. I haven't been there in a long time. Yeah, everybody shares the same. You feel like you know everybody. It's just the coolest vibe ever. It's my favorite place to be in the whole wide world.
Yeah, here we go. All right, I'm going to take this picture. Okay. You can post it. I'll send it to you and you can post it, right?
I think so.
Save image.
If I only had a brain.
Unless there's another Mark James buried there. Let's see, save. And here you come, coming to you.
Yeah, we're all like a huge family for sure.
Should be coming through.
Oh, there it is.
Wrote one of the best rock and roll songs ever.
Ever in the whole wide world.
Yeah.
Also, there's what's it called? I had it screenshotted where Elvis played racquetball. He played at Memphis State. I mean, this is like if you just want to be everywhere literally Elvis was, which I do.
Yeah.
He played at Memphis State before he got the racquetball court built, but he also played at this building was now an insurance place. It's called Lipscomb and Pitts Insurance, but the bottom floor was the racquetball, and he would come out the side by where the fountain was. So if you just want to kind of walk where Elvis walked for a moment, and that also is $0.
Wow.
It's $10. And just walking down Bill Street in itself is super
Yeah.
fun.
I want to do that, and then I want to. Shit, what was the other thing I was thinking a minute ago? I definitely want to go down, and I want to go into Lansky's.
Yes, that's another thing. And when you're inside Peabody, then also Lansky's is in there as well. So you kind of get a double kind of look around, and it's not the same Lansky's. If you want to see the original Lansky's, it's on right across from Blue City Cafe, I believe, where Elvis actually went. Let me see if I can get this via my email. And then I'm trying to think what else is down there. Oh, Rock and Roll Soul Museum. If you guys have not been to that, it is absolutely incredible. And it is, I believe, $15 to get in there. So it's heavily Elvis influenced, but it's also you're going to see the people who influenced Elvis and get some of their history as well. So it's really super cool. So I think now we're just probably barely over $120, and you're getting to see a bunch of cool stuff that was Elvis.
I'll be back in just a second.
Okay. Okay, so this is back to Mark James. It's just a pretty cool looking crypt, if there is such a time. Amy, how do you manage to specific Graceland? What was your tour? Oh, Evangelo. So I think we went at noon on the 16th. We always try to be in there on the 16th. I need to figure out how to take this off of the stage. I don't know. There we go. Remove. And we just took pictures of every little. I mean, I just linger in that house, just in every room. And by the time we came out of the racquetball court, it was 3:30, and I was like, "What happened to our entire day?" It was like it was like a vortex, like yeah. So yeah, we were there 3.5 hours, and then I think that was the night of Epic, and we just tapped out of that because we were just hot. Rick, they're asking if you have been to Graceland.
Yeah, I've been there. I used to count it as 7, but it's actually been 6 times. I went a year after they opened, and then the last time I was there was in 2015.
So you haven't seen the new complex yet?
No, I haven't seen any. That's gonna be like a whole. It's just gonna be like the first time.
Oh, you're gonna have so much fun. So much fun.
I'm working on my chair here. I'll be right back.
Oh, you're good. You're good. So when the 80s, yeah, see, I went 89. So it was like the strip mall. The strip mall. I don't know if the cars might have still been outside. The cars were still outside. And I think they built the automobile museum the year after. Angelo, did you all do the UVP tour? Yeah, you get the tour guides moving you along. Yeah, the self-guided is phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, the first 2 times I went, they had the cars were all outside in the back.
Outside. I was trying to figure out what year they built that.
Yeah, I don't know. I know that the last 2 times I went, they had the car, some of that complex over there where they had the it was almost, I think it was a tribute to If I Can Dream. They had a movie theater over there where played clips.
Yeah, they did. They played If I Could Dream. Oh my God, you're right. You're taking me back in time. I want to get my pictures out and show people someday. If I Can Dream Theater, they had a Walk a Mile in My Shoes. Something.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Yep. It was, yeah, and they played a little clip, and they played.
Yeah, it was really cool.
In the 80s, Amy, we stayed in the ghetto, like literally in the ghetto, because there was nowhere to stay. We stayed on Brooks Road at the Holiday or at the Days Inn. When Wilson World wasn't there right away, then I think it changed to Holiday Inn at some point. It was Wilson World and Holiday Inn.
Yeah, this will be the first time I ever stayed there. Now, my brother lives in Memphis now. He moved there a couple of years ago. His wife
Your
was born and
brother
raised
lives
there.
in Memphis.
Pardon?
Your brother lives in Memphis.
Yeah, he just moved there about 3 years ago. His wife was born and raised there, and they moved back there to help her parents who are going, they have dementia, a few other things. So they're helping them. And so my brother, when he was down here a couple of months ago, he he said because he's never gone through Graceland, and he said, well, when I told him I was coming on the 50th, he says, well, he's going to join me to go through Graceland with me.
Oh,
So he
no.
wants to go through the mansion, and neither one of them have gone into the mansion. So it's going to be, interesting because they're still, given that they're dead, man, they're just as big as fans as any other Elvis fan I know.
That is so incredible to me, and they've never heard his voice.
Not like we do. It's more of a. That's all I hear. It's because they got
The vibration.
70% of 80 or 70%, and they could. It's like when we saw him at the forum, and JD went down. Why me, Lord? And of course, I got a woman. They were just like, they just thought that was the coolest thing.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but today with technology and all that, they're starting to get. We didn't have captions and all that back then. So now they're starting to see the movies and enjoying them because now they understand what happens in the movies, which is basically the same thing. But so yeah, he's excited. He wants to go through it. So well, then we'll go together.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then my mother lived in Little Rock until she passed away. My other brother lives in Little Rock. So whenever I went, I would always go do the Graceland thing in my travels. And the only place we ever really stayed was in Tupelo because it was like half the way sometimes.
Yeah.
And but that's it. I've never stayed. I've never stayed in. And then I find out this last couple of years. This last year since we started talking about going to Graceland, is that I used to work for a hotel management company, and that's what I retired from. They just bought a property in Memphis.
Wow. Look at that. Rising sun came out to her. Deborah, that's freaking incredible.
Wow.
Yeah, you got to touch all up on those cars when they were. I mean, it was crazy.
It's crazy how much leeway when you're walking through the house. They had the first time I went through it was with just tour guides. The second time I went, second or third time, then they had the little audio tapes.
Yes.
And I guess it's now different with what they send you through with. But
it's an iPad now.
Is it an iPad?
Which is really distracting because you have to stay on course with the iPad. So all people spend their time doing is looking down at the iPad to make sure that they're going the right place.
Yeah.
I'm like, look up, look and see where you are. Like they're following the tour on the iPad instead of.
Yeah.
And you can refuse to take it. I always refuse to take it. Yeah, Amy, they're doing an after dark tour where you can sit on the floor in the jungle room where Lisa sat the last time she was there. And she went through Elvis's jewelry. Like she asked for his jewelry box to be brought down so she could go through it. So they're letting people come on the after dark and sit in a circle and go through his books. They bring his books down from his room.
Oh, wouldn't that be?
I will have a freaking stroke. And that's an $800 tour. So we have a year to start selling our children or, whatever we're going to do to get there. Yeah. A kidney, whatever. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Priscilla would roll her eyes when he had circle time. Yeah, she would. Hating heifer.
I can't breathe even thinking about it.
And like they brought down good books that had his underlinings and his writing, not just.
Yeah, that's what I want to see.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't mind doing that. And the one thing I know I'll never get to do is put that J200 guitar in my arms just one time.
You never know.
one with the Elvis Presley on it. And just like that would just be the pinnacle of Elvis artifacts for me.
Mhm.
Either that or well, I would never fit in his black leather suit, but
I don't think a lot of us would. He was so tiny.
I know that
Um,
would that'd be my right leg.
Vangelo, you go in barefoot, or sometimes they have you put little booties on your feet, like little surgical booties when you work in the OR. Yeah, but I mean,
No.
a couple of my friends that went, it looked like they were barefoot.
Mm.
I would die. I would. Oh my god, I would just die. They don't sell very many of them, so they sell out quickly. So you have to have your money saved by April to hopefully get a ticket. But yeah, God, I'll be able to die if I get to do that and die happy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I gotta put a fire underneath myself and start getting back on the pushing this fan club and that for to
yeah,
getting gathering getting a trip together because um I really want to try to them to approve the fan club here real shortly. But I got to start trying to get more, and this is all me. Get some more subscribers to it and go for it. That'll help us out with some things.
yeah. It will for sure.
We are the new Elvis Presley. Blue Suede International Elvis Fan Club. No, there's so many things that have changed. I've been overwhelmed with what you guys have shown me through the pictures and right here, it just I can't fathom that because I've seen so many aerial views of Grayson and it's just like that. Now I can imagine getting an aerial view and seeing what it
Yeah,
really encompasses.
I mean, there's all those extra archive buildings out there now.
Yeah,
I gotta show you guys the picture of his tennis shoes. I was just so intrigued by these tennis shoes
I saw
because
that.
you just are like, what? And they're well worn tennis shoes.
Yeah, I think I know which one you're talking about.
I was just like, holy crap. I gotta send it to myself and then pull it up. Okay, let's see. He'll be gone for a second, or maybe not. Mail.
Who, me? Cover me up. Just
Oh,
don't bury me yet.
never. There they are. Okay. Now let's see if I can show them. I'll learn this crap one. Okay, this is hopefully the shoes. I gotta remove this one from the stage. Look at
Yeah,
those.
yeah, that's the one. I saw those. I
I
can't picture
know.
Elvis in those.
I cannot picture Elvis in those shoes. But clearly, okay, thanks, Angelo. But like clearly he wore them. And they're really worn. I'm gonna pull up too the picture of let's see. It's gonna show you guys just downtown a little bit these spots. Or that's fine too. That's on the sixth floor of the Peabody. If anybody wants to know.
Uh,
Oh, can you even freaking imagine? What's this one? Yeah, that's also on the sixth floor of the Peabody. Lordy, Lord. So it's football cleats and held as Aloha Majahi necklace. Oh, Mary.
Doesn't it
Well,
look like that bed's got like a tilt to it?
yeah, I wonder what's going on
It
there.
it looks like the feet. Yeah, it looks like the bed of the foot end of the bed is
Mm-hmm.
upwards. It's like at a tilt. I don't know. Maybe some people do that to have their feet raised up higher so that for
Pretty.
circulation. So I would wind up sliding right off.
Such a pretty boy. Let's see. Angelo's got. Oh yeah, these are great too. I held my hand around them, the stairs, and tried to get like as much as I could the back stairs. Okay, let me do these, and then we'll keep yapping. Um, as far as and two back to Beale Street, you can. There's so much like live entertainment down there. There's street performers. It kind of gives the like New Orleans. You know how there's street performers down there, and
Yeah.
you're just out in the street and people are just singing and whatever. It's kind of gives that same vibe.
Yeah. I like street performers. I like watching them.
Oh, I do too. I do too. I love it.
They're always some of the best ones around. I bet you. Yeah, especially when you're in the blues area and all that. That's gotta be so cool.
Oh, it's so amazing. So let me send those. My things might be full. He was a sweet little baby doll. Some other cool, fun things you can do. Overton Park Shell, they have guided tours, or you can just go for free. And for a while, they were gonna. Do you remember when they were gonna tear the shell down?
Yeah.
And they had a whole Save the Shell, and Lisa also performed there. You're able to go up on the stage and just kind of stand where he stood, and that
Oh,
is also $0.
that must be so cool.
Before you leave downtown, go visit the Elvis statue, and that's also $0. And I'm going to make like a little spreadsheet of where all these locations are for everybody, so they don't have to go back and try to look for those. It's yeah. There's so many things that are super affordable. Make sure when you're down there, you visit Boulevard Souvenirs. It used to be next to Graceland, but when the lease was up, Graceland's trying to buy all that property on that side of the road. So they got moved out to downtown. I have not been to the Shell since the 90s, Maxie. So maybe we'll do that next year.
Wow.
Yeah, you don't need to do the most expensive thing. You absolutely don't. And I think people still perform at the Shell, if I remember correctly. Also, you must, when you're down towards Graceland, there is a restaurant called Egg King, and it is run by Nancy Rooks's grandson.
Oh wow.
And Nancy Rooks taught her grandson how to cook the way Elvis liked it. So you want to talk about a freaking 2-pound Spanish omelet? I mean, that is crazy, but it's so good. He's so friendly. If they're not busy, he will tell you, the Elvis stories passed down to him from his grandmother, and tell you stories about his grandmother working at Graceland, and just great, great people. But they're only open until 2 o'clock every day, and they do breakfast and lunch.
So they're breakfast and brunch type of place. That's cool.
And it's an old house they made into a restaurant, and all of the silverware, it's all paper. Like they put it in to-go thing for you, and it's just eat it and throw it away. So it's real low maintenance. And Marlowe's. Yes, you have to eat at Marlowe's. Also, Coletta's is a place that Elvis ate, and it's really reasonable. He got the barbecue pizza there. So if you want to go and eat how Elvis ate, or probably carried out at Coletta's, because maybe he didn't stay there and eat, you need to try that as well. Oh, everything's so good. The barbecue shrimp at Marlowe's is so good. Everything at the guest house is really good. I'm gonna try to pull the Egg King pictures up if I can.
There's so many opportunities for somebody who just wants to go there on a nice trip, not worry about money. You can still see a lot of the historic, and I would dare to say that most of those off the high price in the EPE area, you get more of a sense of originality when you go
Oh,
to
you
these
do.
places as opposed to part of EPE where it's just changed. Even the house, it's been changed, and it's.
Mm-hmm.
But you go to the Overton Shell, or you go to even a lot of things knocked it down in Tupelo, which of course they've closed down Tupelo Hardware. But
Yeah.
that originality to me just leaves a spirit in it and energy.
Has the energy still there? Yeah, you can get a cocktail and sit by the pool at the guest house. That's also free, and you don't have to stay there. Everybody goes and hangs in the lobby, and you just never know who you're going to see walking through. Like,
Yeah, that to me would be enjoyable.
Larry Strickland, Larry Gatlin, Naomi Judd, or Ashley Judd. Sorry, God rest her soul.
Mm.
I mean, you still know the Blackwood brothers, Jerry Schilling. You just don't know who you're going to run into.
That time.
Vangela, we were out back, and Vangela was at the bar, and here she came, and it was amazing because we just didn't talk Elvis. It was so amazing. Tupelo Hardware closed down, Amy. Are they going to Are they going to preserve that? Do you know, Rick? As like a historic?
From what I understand, yeah, there's
Okay.
going to be, but I don't know if they're going to do it in that building. I, I can't. That's all I know. I know there's going to be something that they're going to keep. Maybe,
Historical. Yeah.
maybe have like move it all to another place and have still all the original stuff. I'm not for sure. Um, that's a a good question to ask.
Who's going to preserve that? Oh yeah, the house and going to Tupelo. That's definitely something everybody needs to do. And it is so. What do you reckon? Tupelo's like an hour and a half from Memphis.
Yeah, it's right at an hour and a half drive.
And actually, there's a tour service that will take you there and then spend the day, or you can drive yourself.
Yeah.
Or if you're like me, you can live an hour and a half away from Tupelo and just go when you feel like it. I needed the soul food restaurant that will completely change your whole life. It's off the beaten path. It's a building like this big with 3 tables, and everybody else has to stand, and it's that good that you have to go there. And then there's so many out of the way beaten path things that in Tupelo, like I can make a list of that too. The houses he lived that aren't really listed. I know where the house is that was next door to the birthplace where Dodger and Jesse lived, that Vernon and Gladys and Elvis moved into when Vernon went to prison.
Yeah, I know last year Olga sent me some pictures and videos. She went and saw Anita Wood's house,
Oh wow!
and there
I
was some
never
other
thought of that.
places. They were all off the beaten path.
Yeah, we need to add that to it. The birth house experience is fantastic. It's especially like the first year I went to the birth house, I had come from Graceland. So to come from all of that and then walk into that was like,
Wow.
oh my God, it was overwhelming.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
when I see pictures, I do this a lot with a lot of things. That when I see pictures, my images of them as being larger than what they really are.
Yeah.
And then when I get there and look at the picture, well, no matter what it is, I'm just like, I need to work on my imagination here a little bit. But what? The first time I walked into the birthplace was I think it was the year or so before they opened Graceland,
Oh, okay.
because we used to go by Tupelo, and back then it was 2-lane roads going through.
Yeah, there
Oh,
probably wasn't much happening there. I mean,
yeah,
Elvis built Tupelo up too.
yeah, he did. And we got up to the house, and it was just a open. It had the doors open. You buy a ticket, you go through, and come back out. That's all it was. But to me, that experience was so. I use the word energy a lot, but it just did.
It
It just I walk in this room, and it just, whether it's just the chills of it all, of knowing who we're talking about,
Mm-hmm.
but you got to experience it. It's the same thing with Grayson.
Yeah.
I told the story before that first time I walked into that door, and every time I walked into that front door, when I walk up and I put my hand on on that door jamb to
Mm-hmm.
go in, all of a sudden feel a sense of energy from that house, and not a chill. It's just an energy,
It's an energy. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think places hold energy like that. And especially when you have big energy that lives there like Elvis and Lisa and
yeah,
I think Gladys carried an energy too. That's
yeah.
all there in that house. Angelo said they're going to make the original part of the hardware store a museum. They still have the Elvis photos. The middle room will be visitor center.
Oh, you
Tour
too, Amy.
years. Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's a vortex. Yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah. You know what? I remember Vangelo telling me that now.
I'm
Um,
glad they're saving it for sure.
it's it just makes me sick when I hear them tear down stuff
I know.
it's like and I can understand development in big cities where they tear down the stadiums that he played in, like when they tore down the last place he played in Indianapolis, and they bought the Mid South Coliseum. Is it still standing, or is it gone?
It is in the process of being torn down.
Yeah,
Um,
but
I, may, I may have gone and retrieved some things.
we need more Elvis fans to demand it not to be. We'll all circle the place. You know,
Tie ourselves together. Yeah. And Hume's High School. Well, Hume's they are saving, and it's going to be an art school, which I think is freaking amazing.
yeah. I walked up to the front door, and that's all I got. It was closed, and I wasn't getting in. And but one of the times I was driving through, and I walked all the way up the door and just peered and couldn't see anything. They had it kind of boarded up,
Yeah.
but there was still a functional building, I believe. Maybe it wasn't boarded up then. The first time I went through, maybe it wasn't boarded.
I think
Anyway, it's
it was open, then it closed for a while, and then it opened back up, and then they ended up.
yeah, they turned it from a high school to a middle school for a little while,
Mm-hmm.
and then anyway, leave it alone and fix it and
Mm-hmm.
let us tour it, make money off of it.
Yeah, and
You
then put
know,
it back into the community. I do love Gladys too. Gladys doesn't get talked about enough. Everything connected to this icon
yeah.
deserved, yes. Also, I don't know if we talked about Stacks, going downtown to Stacks.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, Stacks.
Stacks, it has to be done. It's not original to Elvis, but it still is a must. And I think that tour ticket's like $20. So again,
That's
pretty much everything downtown is in that $20 price point or lower, or it's free to just drive by or just experience it.
yeah.
Schwab's is definitely a store you need to go in downtown on Beale. It's like a 1950s soda fountain with the bench still on the stools, and
Mm,
everything's authentic. So that's just a cool place in history to go to that I'm sure Elvis probably was in a time or two.
time or two, yeah. Yeah, on American Sound, of course, we do. It's not there anymore.
Yeah,
It's just a Family Dollar or something like that.
I hate that so much.
Wait, I know that they took almost all of the interior and put it in a museum in Nashville, I believe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I want to check that out because I'm not far from.
Let me see. Yeah. Let's see.
Um, so Tracy, the word is that Dolan has been purchased. So what people don't realize is Vernon left Dolan to his then fiance Sandy Miller, not Elvis's Sandy Miller, but the nurse Sandy Miller. So at some point, I believe it was sold though before he passed away. The deeds are kind of sketchy on that, and I really haven't taken the time to look into it. However, the people who owned what was the restaurant across the street from Graceland? Beef and Liberty. So what it was called?
Huh.
I don't
That
know.
name sounds familiar.
Did I just make that up? I don't know. Let's see. Restaurant. Somebody help me. They bought it. So way back when. So then this artist named Diane owned it at one point. We had some people try to say they owned it at one point and wouldn't leave. And it just changed hands and changed hands. So that has never been, that was Vernon's estate. That was never Elvis's estate. So that house was always in Vernon's name. It would not have been probated into Elvis's will in any way, shape, or form. So I see a lot of people go, oh my God, it was never up to them. And you cannot force someone to sell a house to you. I mean, you wouldn't want somebody to come to your house and be like, hey, you're going to sell me your house because I want to blah, blah, blah. You can't do that. So this man that lives, I believe, in Texas, could be wrong, last name Lopez, he has owned it for years along with Gary Pepper's house, and he has just essentially let those properties rot. So I've heard through the grapevine, and I'm not going to say it publicly because it's these people's business, that people who already own a few Airbnbs in Memphis have also purchased Dolan. I haven't seen anything solid about it, but it wouldn't surprise me if they did. And I hope that they got Gary Peppers as well. But Dolan, if somebody doesn't get in there and start tending to that brick, and I heard a tree's growing in the middle of it, it's going to be like the Circle G where you just can't do that. You know, and it's a beautiful house. We used to have get-togethers there all the time. Like the Who's Who would come, and Kathy Westmoreland, Mary Jenkins, George the electrician, like, and it was free, or it'd be $1 or $2 or something. You could just sit and ask people questions all the time. And I was probably the most annoying little 14-year-old girl in the world.
Yeah, I'm going to approach for myself, when my wife's coming too, is that I want to approach it on like the aspect we're talking about, the stuff that you can have a great time on a
Yeah.
little bit of a money compared to the
Mhm.
other, and that's how I'm going to approach it. Still going to set money aside for the things like, yeah, let's go ahead and go there anyways, type
Yeah.
of deal.
And
But
you're going to tour Graceland, and you're going to
yeah,
tour Plex. So that's all, $80 or less, depending on what kind of discounts you get.
Yeah,
but that's a must. So still, if you do Graceland and all those things I listed, you're still under
yeah,
$200.
yeah. I told my wife, I said, "Mm, maybe we'll just, it's just, no, I said, I was telling her what things I'm going to cut out or not do. She goes, I said to her, well, I've been to Grayson. I've been to the building, the house, through it several times. Maybe I'll just knock it off this
No,
time.
you should have.
She looked at me. She goes, she goes, I would have to tie you with a leash to keep you from trying to get into that house. There's no freaking way you're going to avoid going in that house.
You have to go to that house.
It's just, and you know what? To me, I think of the electricity I feel when I walk in the room. That's the thing that I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, I tour the house every time I go. I
Yeah,
don't.
that sound, American sound equipment is at the Museum Hall of Fame and Museum in Nashville.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm taking a trip to Nashville. Yes, Amy, you can still camp there. And I heard that they have a few tiny houses there that will sleep 1 to 2 people. Don't know what the pricing is, but it's probably pretty cheap. If I had a camper, which that's the next business I'm going to start, I'm going to find an
Mm,
old camper. I'm going to clean it up. I'm going to rent it out to people, and then when I want to travel with it, I'll travel with it.
that's a good idea.
Yeah, people pay ridiculous amounts of money to use a camper. It's crazy. Lisa, the guest house I'm hearing is October. So the people who stayed there the last 2 years get first dibs, as well as the founders, um, and insiders, and then they'll open up to everybody else.
Yeah,
But I will also tell you, watch in July because people will book. Like I always have like 3 or 4 places booked because I'm just neurotic. Um, if one thing falls through or whatever. So just start
hey,
looking for July because people fall off or cancel or whatever, and
yeah.
those
Oh
things.
yeah, you always have last minute
Mhm.
cancellations. Always.
Okay, we
Amy
should go
says,
camping for
a
the
camper
50th.
for the 50th.
We'll go get Joe.
We have it all labeled on the side.
Mhm.
Memphis or bust.
Yep. Okay, last year, October made reservations for the Peabody for EPE week. Guest house had blocked out rooms, but she would, yep, and they do. They'll block out for the founders and then they'll just open up. And the same thing, let me tell you also this the same thing with tickets. So the EPE tickets for their events, the first lot goes to the founders and they block them out, and then insiders, and they block those out. And then like a day later it's the regular people, which I have insiders is $25. Um, but kind of wait until those founders ticket spaces get released because you may get like first or second row because it's happened to me before. I've waited a few days for those founders to get pulled, those blocks to come off, and then I've gotten closer. Amy,
Yeah,
they have not said, but Joel said that they're going to kind of do things like all throughout the year to build up to the 50th, and that there will be some people there who haven't been there in a long time. So I'm interested to see who that is. Don't want to speculate, but I have a feeling who it's
yeah,
probably. I think it'll be the Smiths.
that'd be nice.
Um, yeah, I think they block out rooms deliberately for major events. So the hologram, I'll have to get my clip of Joel talking about it. I think he said
Yeah,
18 months, but I'm not for sure. And it's going to premiere in Vegas. I don't think they'll have it ready by Elvis week. It would be great if they did.
yeah, that would, and I'm sure they learned from the
Um, yeah,
evolution one that they learned from the mistakes. They took their mistakes and they learned from
yeah, Tracy. There's a speech by Joel that he gave. I'm not sure at what event, but he talks about. Did I send that to you, Rick?
it. He mentioned it at the candlelight, didn't he? Was it camp?
Yeah,
No.
there was one before that where he said we're going to
Yeah.
talk about redemption
Yep.
and people who haven't been here in a long time who may be here again. And everybody rushes to say the P word, but I don't think it's going to be her.
Please.
Not as a speaking guest. I mean, she could be the twins and Riley's guest at the vigil, and we have no say about that. But I don't think there'll ever be a day Joel has her. But the Smiths are honestly the only people I could think of that would apply to.
Mm-hmm.
And I've racked my brain
Yeah.
to try to think, and I don't know. I'm just speculating. I don't know for sure, but that's who came to mind.
It's just our humble opinion.
Just our humble opinion. We'll end up on someone else's YouTube, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
I guess,
Hologram is going to be the most amazing. God, yes. And evolution, I think they learned. But see, EPE, that wasn't their shtick, and
right.
it tried to come in at some point and save it, but it was it pissed people off so much.
Yeah, I would rather wait 2 years for it to come out and be perfect than get it now and say I'm never going to go watch that garbage again.
Yeah.
It's because you talk about something that it better damn well look pretty real.
No, I don't think it's going to be the D word, Amy. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think there's too much that's happened there, and they'd have to lock things up.
No, no, yeah. That'd be 10 weeks worth of videos live
Oh
stream.
my God, Jesus. No, he said Riley and the twins will be there. So
Oh, he did say that.
to what capacity, I don't know. They're maybe going to do like the ceremony at the vigil. I'm not for sure. Yeah, Melissa, it sounds like they won't do it until it's as perfect as they can get. Yeah. And Rick, actually, you posted the clip of Lisa talking about the hologram, didn't you?
Yeah, she was blown away by it. And
Yeah.
this was what 2012 that
Mm-hmm.
interview was that? Yeah, I mean they were talking about it, she said what she saw. Well, I think what she's referring to she saw too was the one on American Idol
She
with
saw that
Celine.
one, and I think she saw Tupac at Coachella, which was for that
Oh,
time was
you're
really
right.
cool. It was really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, you're right.
And so that's when they bought the rights to the Elvis one, so nobody else could do it, which was freaking smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they'll do it until if they did it half-assed, Lisa would haunt them the rest of their life, and they know it. Yeah, they go. It's emotional. Their mom is there and their brother is there. Yeah, yeah. I'll have a stroke over the hologram. I'll just keep going and going and going and going. And that's something they could potentially just show at the soundstage there all the time throughout the year.
Yeah, once they get it set and they just flip the switch and play it each day.
And we would all be suckers and go do it too, because that's what we do. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to be incredible. Tracy, I don't want her there either, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to let her take away my happy place.
Yeah,
I refuse. I freaking refuse to, and I refuse to make it about her because that's what she wants.
Yeah.
Okay, Lisa, getting life for the vigil. So the 50th is going to be another beast. I may do honor guard, so I may be inside the gate. I'm not for sure. I haven't decided yet. I would start. I think they close the road down about 3, and you can take like those foldable camping chairs, a little cooler, and then you guys can start gathering the street. I think around 4 or 5. So I would highly advise to do that because it's going to be freaking bananas next year. I will tell you this for the 40th. I did honor guard, and Elvis Country goes up last, and the sun was coming up over the roof of Graceland when we did our walk up.
Mm.
So I think it's going to be even bigger than the 40th. I mean, you're going to do it with me too. Anybody who wants to do honor guard, get a hold of me too. It's super easy to do. I grew up my whole life watching these magical people walk in the gate with white pants and blue shirts, and I thought, oh my God, I want to do that when I grow up. And then I didn't realize it was pretty easy to do it. So I thought it was a super secret club. Something I never get to do. But Elvis Country Fan Club is on Facebook, and y'all can ask to join there, and they'll start putting some feelers out. You got to buy like a $20 shirt, and the uniform is white pants and white shoes. And after you do that, you can do it as many years as you want to. You can take time off. You can come back and do it. And they're going to need a lot of help for next year because it's going to be crazy. And that fan club puts on the vigil, so it's not put on by EPE. That fan club has put that vigil on. Actually, there's nothing like it. It's like, God, it's amazing.
I always get the feeling that unless they hold some aside, which they may do, Is all the tickets that sell for the tours and all that, I would imagine, going to be gone before they even get to that day.
Oh, they will be.
Yeah,
They
people will be buying them online or however, and because there's only a certain amount. It's not like an open
Oh, that
door.
I'm glad you brought that up. So, like Graceland, you can book your ticket that day. Like we got our ticket that day. You can also buy them ahead of time. So, I would highly suggest for people who want to tour the house, I would start a couple months ahead of time and get that ticket secured
Yeah.
because there will not be probably any same days. Angelo, I want to do honor guard. Can we exclude people we don't like from entering? Yes. Yes.
Wow.
Kelsey, I think he said 28. I think he said 18 months, but let me find it and I'll confirm. But I'm pretty sure he said it was going to take 12 to 18 months to get it.
Get it running. Well, that would be right about 2028, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, the vigil's amazing. We can just ignore her. I mean, one year Priscilla was standing right, like literally right behind me, and it was really hard not to just, but yeah. I'm sorry. I just stretched my arms. Yeah.
Who had beans?
She had this lady walking behind her with a makeup bag that followed her
Oh my
to the
God.
podium, and she was just carrying this little makeup bag walking behind her. I'm like, you really need makeup? Like just a few steps? Girl, I wanted to. That was the year Lisa came down separate. Lisa was there with Ben. That was that year. And they walked down, and then we're standing. So you're in the driveway, and there's people on each side, and we're all holding these electric candles. Here comes down this big SUV, like almost hits us. And Priscilla gets out. So she had to be driven down the driveway. And then she got up on the stage separately from Lisa. And that was the year Lisa used to say, on behalf of me and my family. And that year she said, on behalf of me and my children. And we were like, oh,
Oh wow.
oh.
I
Yes.
don't think that. I don't think that was a mistake.
Right. And the fact they didn't get on stage together, I was like, yeah, there's trouble. And boy, was there. It is a bummer, but it's so much bigger than her, and she's truly irrelevant. I agree. I refuse to make his 50th about her in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah. My friend thought I was going to. My experience when I got that was great. My friend thought I was going to lose it, but they didn't. Who walked up behind me till afterwards? But I didn't know who walked up until afterwards. Oh, isn't this?
Can we say it, Angela? I'll wait until she says if we can say it or not. She does need a paper bag on that mug, for sure. I don't know if makeup would help her. I think she thinks it does,
Priscilla?
but yeah.
Plaster of Paris, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, so it was Linda Thompson was behind Angela.
Yeah.
The Dr. Peacock, as we call her.
Dr. Peacock. And
I
I
mean,
thought my nicknames were.
doctor. She was, I mean, my God, she was a personal designer. She was everything. You were probably getting those bad vibes, those Peacock vibes. Didn't know I had it on video till afterwards.
Just remember, take a lot of pictures.
Take it to, oh, here is the other thing that is completely free. Al Green has a church in Memphis, and he still preaches and he still sings. Now he's not there all the time,
Right.
but it's right down. It's close to the church where Sonny West got married. So down towards like the Piggly Wiggly in Memphis and stuff.
Right.
I think you're right. So maybe a mile from Graceland. But if Al Green is not there, his brother sings, and obviously on Sundays, I think it starts at 10:45. But it is the coolest freaking thing ever. Like this thing is phenomenal. And then the fact that it's Al Green. It's Al Green.
I remember listening to him when he came out. He's good.
So it's again free, something to do. And I mean, you could say you've been to Al Green's church. I mean, who else can say that?
It's too bad the Trig one was burned down. Was it East Trig?
Yeah. I think that one burnt down, I think.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's too bad it burned down because it would have been a nice one to go by and see.
I have some pieces from it, of course.
Oh, do you? Of
You guys
course.
will you guys will laugh at me if you ever come to my house. I have pieces of everything.
Found my thrill.
Mhm.
Well, time to take my Poochie's pill. Poochie needs to take her pill.
Sweet baby. What's wrong with the baby?
She got a little bit of a ear infection, UTI infection, so she's on I'm not diabetics. Um, eh, eh, what do you give for infections? And amphetamine.
Antibiotic?
The antibiotics. Thank you very much. Amphetamines. Here you
And
go,
tell
Bailey.
me,
That's all she
you
needs is amphetamine.
is it Bailey?
Yeah, Bailey.
Yeah, no, Bailey does not need no, in fact.
So she's on that right now until that, and it looks like it's healing up because
Oh, good.
she's quit peeing on different places when not.
Mhm.
So that's a good thing.
It's the worst when they don't feel good.
Yeah, and you can't help them. You know, they can't tell you where it hurts.
Oh, and as far as we can talk about places to stay. So come January, if you guys are coming with a group of people, even if it's 2 or 3 people, look on Booking, and you can. They also have homes like through VBRO or Airbnb on Booking, or
Mm.
whatever your preferred Expedia. I'm not plugging a certain whatever. And you can set the filter to close to Graceland, and there are some that you can literally walk to Graceland.
Oh wow.
Another really nice place I've stayed that's been super safe is, and I'll link all these. There's a big historic apartment building downtown, and when you look out the window, your view is the river with the bridge. And I
Cool.
think it was $60 a night. I'm not shitting you. Now you got a little bit of a drive, to go back to Graceland, but maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's got a kitchen. I think we just had like a 1 bedroom. It was just me and my ex boyfriend went there. That was the year he asked me, how many times have you been in this man's house? And I was so offended by that. Like I was a stalker.
Yeah, that was kind of a stupid question.
He was like, babe, how many times have you been in this man's house? And I was like, not enough times. Should have known then it was a I should have known then. He was not the one for me.
Yeah, one year we went when we did take I don't know that was in St. Louis. We took a riverboat ride up and down the Mississippi,
Oh yeah.
and they had a casino on at that time. They were licensed to do a casino. So I don't know how it works, but I guess they'd stay right in the center of that river or something going down.
They just can't get on the shore. Yeah.
Yeah, they just can't get on the shore, and I did that one year, and then they offered rides for on that to go all the way down to New Orleans and then back up.
Oh really? That
Yeah,
would be really cool.
yeah, that'd obviously be a day or so tour. But that would be cool. Riverboats are fun. But we did one in Memphis one year. It was a dinner thing, and so we went there and had dinner on it.
Yeah.
Went up and down the river 5, 6, 7 times, and
Yeah, we
dropped us off.
did that one year. It was like a dinner. It was like a sunset cruise or something, I think, and you had dinner. And
Yeah,
yeah, it was really cool.
I was
And
thinking if they may do this, but I was thinking they could really take advantage of this by having Elvis nights there every night. It was all Elvis themed for the
oh
whole
yeah,
riverboat.
yeah. Oh my God.
The southern food and music and
Elvis
dancing and
music and dress, kind of have a theme night,
yeah,
like a Vegas Elvis Vegas night.
yeah. Oh, that's a
Yeah,
good idea. Yeah.
we should call him. Sell it to him. Another thing, it's not Elvis related. What kind of is the old pyramid where they used to do the
Mm,
concerts?
mm.
It's a Bass Pro Shop, and then which is phenomenal. And then you go up the elevator. It's kind of pricey though. They literally charge you to go up to the elevator to eat at the restaurant. So it's like $20 to take the elevator up to get pictures, and then you don't get a price off if you're eating at the restaurant. You still have to pay the $20. So yeah, it's not a thing that I do.
Yeah.
And then if you're bringing kids, because for a few years I brought my littles. If you want to take a day off, there's the Children's Museum is amazing there. They have a wonderful zoo. They have like a lot of splash pads and things like that that are really not pricey at all. But I highly recommend while you're downtown, please do the Civil Rights Museum because it's just so profound to stand there.
Just realized I gotta as much as I talk about them, I'm sitting here, I just realized I need to make sure my dogs are taken care of while we're on the trip. We have to figure out what we're gonna do.
Oh yeah. Do you guys have a place like you could board them or
Yeah, we've never boarded them, but we looked at one a year or so ago. We didn't wind up not needing it, and there's one close by us that would, I'll have to check into it, see what the costs are. Well, the cost doesn't make any difference. It's more the do they like animals
how
type
good
of
it
place.
is? Yeah. I mean, do they travel well?
Never traveled with them.
Because some places are.
Well, they do, yeah. In the cars, they do. When they go, when Lori goes places and takes them to the vet or wherever,
Yeah.
sometimes she'll take them down to PetSmart when she goes, and they've traveled well.
Well, if you get a place that's pet friendly, you could just bring them.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
It might be cheaper to pay a little bit to have the pets.
Yeah,
Pay for a pet paradise.
and I could go up and see them. We could check
Yeah.
on them and just say,
They wouldn't be
we haven't left you behind. We're coming
if
back.
you've never boarded them, they might freak out. Yeah, they might be sad. I don't
Yeah.
know. I always think dogs are emotional like people. I believe that they are. So I always took mine everywhere when I had my big German Shepherd. She was like my child.
Well, we'll figure it out.
I know they are not little, Evangelist. Show us how big your dogs are. Yeah, they're not little.
Who, mine?
Yeah.
35 and 45 pounds.
So they're not like monstrous, but yeah.
No, they're medium-sized dogs. Bailey's 35 or 40 pounds, and Finnegan's about 15 more than 10, maybe more than her.
I love that name.
Finnegan? Yeah. He just, the first week we had, we named him Dugan. So they're all Irish names.
Oh, I love it.
Because that's what the breed comes from, is Ireland. Yeah, so
Food for thought. I mean, if we have our camper, it could be camper dogs.
Yeah, well, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I highly doubt my wife's going to go to every single event with us, but she, if she does, that's even better. But she'll enjoy it more for the relaxation away from the job she does. So
yeah.
But she found it interesting when we went in 2015. She'd never been, and
I can't wait to meet her.
Yeah, she'll get along with everybody. I'll never see her again. Once you guys meet her, man, you won't want to let her go. She's just so quick. 10 minutes after you're talking to her, it's like you've known her forever.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, she's
I love it. Well, guys, I think we've yapped enough. I'm going to put a spreadsheet not a spreadsheet, just like a bullet point list. Give me till tomorrow on the community page and the addresses and different things like that. And the prices. You guys can start planning and then just watch the Graceland page, and they'll maybe around March, they'll start to say when tickets are going to go on sale.
Yeah, and check out my community post too. I'll put up there the link to the fan club that we put together, so you can check it out.
Yeah.
Join, there's a Facebook group and there's a YouTube channel, and just check it out. I'm going to be putting more videos up on there, so it's fairly new. The more people, the better. We got like 30 people on there right now, so I want to get it up there.
Did you share it on Sandy's big page?
Did
you share it on Sandy's Graceland Home of Elvis page? It's got like 115,000 people in it.
Oh, geez. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's a good idea. I'll do that.
Well, thanks, Vangelo. You are a wealth of information, doll. Lisa, I know there was a girl who will take you around showing you where Elvis used to go live, eat, but I can't. That is probably Sue Freeman. Mike and Sue Freeman used to own the Audubon Drive house. Mike co-authored a wonderful book called The Best of Elvis about his charitable giving, and it's phenomenal. And she still does tours. Mike sadly passed away, but Sue Freeman still does tours. So that I'll put her information down too as well, Lisa. That's gotta be her. She's the only one I know. She's the only one I would trust to drive me around Memphis.
Yeah, you gotta feel comfortable with them.
so you
Well,
don't
it's
get
been fun.
yeah. Let's have a quick talk about safety too. So I go by myself a lot. I see a lot of people say, "I can go by." You can go by yourself. Memphis is like any other big city. You have to know where to be and where not to be, and what times to be and not be there. So
And just use common sense with
common sense.
whatever you do.
I live in Huntsville, Alabama, and my gas station closest is maybe 3 blocks away. Would I go there this time of night? Nope. No,
Yeah.
because it's dark and it's a weekend night, and no, I would not. So it's kind of the same concept.
Yeah, and try not to move around at night alone.
Now that section where it's like the guest house and Graceland, you're very safe to walk back and forth there. And I've never had an issue ever since I've been going. Knock on lots of things. I mean, of course, you'll have, downtown on Beale, you'll have people approach you, do you have a dollar, or, give you their story. And,
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel led to give to those people, and sometimes I don't. Also in Beale Street, they have the world's largest margarita bar, if anyone's so interested. And it's really great in August when it's really hot outside. And Beale Street's one of those streets where you can buy a drink inside a facility and you can take it out and walk.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. I got one year, and the girl that was with me started freaking out. She's like, "Oh my God, you can blah, blah, blah." I was like, "Girl, see this purple cup? That means I can walk outside with this and drink it." Drinks in the middle of the day too.
Yeah.
This like that downtown here too. Like you can get a certain color cup and you can go back and forth between.
Cool. Yeah, I like them. I like them. I remember doing all that joint jumping.
It's so fun.
And we used to do that down in Savannah on the river down there. We'd go down there, and in St. Louis too, the riverfront in St. Louis. We would go down there and jump, one from joint to the other.
Yeah. Hi, Cheryl. Yeah. Angela, like New Orleans. I haven't been to New Orleans in probably, gosh,
I couldn't tell you.
4 years. We had a surgical conference there, and that I didn't do so well going to the things I was supposed to go to, but it was probably longer ago than that because I just got divorced, so y'all can just figure out freedom. And it's all over the place.
Yeah, I haven't been there a long time. The last time I was there was during Mardi Gras, but I think it was like in 1980 or 85.
Oh God, I don't know if I could do Mardi Gras.
Yeah, after that year, and I've heard it's worse now. It's just.
Well, says the girl who drives herself all over town alone in Memphis, but I guess I think I'm in like a bubble that I can't be hurt because it's Elvis.
Hey, Cheryl.
Hi, Cheryl. We're about to pop off, but you can watch the replay. And by tomorrow, I'll have a little list up for y'all so y'all can start playing in. And just, keep calling guest house around October for those of you who want to stay there. I'm going to try to.
Hopefully we'll start getting details in soon.
All right. Love you all. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you all.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Thanks, Amy.
Okay.